You can say hello when you see me. You don't have to be afraid. There's a lot of things going around about me, but none of it's true. Okay?
Remember Kevin screaming in the bathroom? Or the clumsy burglars that made generations laugh out loud? Home Alone, the legendary Christmas movie released in 1990, became a global childhood favorite. But behind the spotlight and the laughs were shocking turns in the real lives of the cast. Some lost everything overnight. Some passed away in heartbreaking silence. Subscribe and tell me, how old were you when you first watched this show?
Kevin!
Macaulay Culkin.
I got him!
At just 10 years old, Macaulay Culkin became a worldwide sensation playing Kevin McCallister, the sharp, witty boy left behind during Christmas Vacation. Kevin's resourcefulness and emotional connection with his mother brought both laughter and warmth to audiences globally. Born August 26, 1980, in Manhattan, New York, Culkin was the third of 7 siblings. His father, Christopher Culkin, had a background in theater, but the family lived in modest conditions. Macaulay began acting at age 4, gaining early recognition in Uncle Buck, 1989. Home Alone premiered in 1990 and became a cultural phenomenon, earning $476.7 million worldwide. Culkin soon commanded top billing, earning up to $4.5 million for Home Alone 2, 1992. He starred in My Girl, The Good Son, and Richie Rich. However, sudden fame and strict control from his father-turned-manager made childhood far from idyllic. After years away from the limelight, Culkin made a confident return with a more grounded image. His performance in American Horror Story, Double Feature, 2021, earned positive reviews. On December 4, 2023, he received his Hollywood Walk of Fame star, a long-awaited milestone. Culkin previously dated Mila Kunis for nearly a decade. He's now engaged to Brenda Song, and together they have 2 sons, Dakota, named after Culkin's late sister, and Carson. He has spoken openly about his past struggles with depression and sedative dependency during the early 2010s, but overcame them through therapy and creative pursuits like music and podcasting. As of 2025, Culkin's estimated net worth is $18 million. He maintains a private lifestyle, prioritizing his family and creative freedom over public fame, choosing a quieter legacy built on healing and reinvention. Joe Pesci. In Home Alone, 1990, Joe Pesci portrayed Harry Lime, a short-tempered, yet bumbling burglar, part of the notorious Wet Bandits duo. At age 47, he starred alongside Daniel Stern to form one of cinema's most iconic comedic villain duos. Despite playing the antagonist, Pesci's slapstick misfortunes endeared him to viewers. Born in 1943 in Newark, New Jersey, Pesci came from an Italian-American family. Before acting, he worked as a barber, lounge singer, and stage performer. Before Home Alone, he earned critical acclaim and won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his role in Goodfellas.
Joe Pesci in Goodfellas!
1990. On set, Pesci deliberately distanced himself from young Macaulay Culkin to maintain a convincing antagonist dynamic, rarely breaking character even between takes. As of 2025, Joe Pesci is 82 years old and living a reclusive life in Lavallette, New Jersey. After Home Alone 2, he gradually stepped away from Hollywood, only returning for select powerful roles like Casino, 1995, and The Irishman, 2019, where he portrayed mob boss Russell Bufalino with quiet intensity. Pesci was married to actress Claudia Haro, but they divorced in 1992. The couple has one daughter, Tiffany Pesci. Following their separation, Claudia was later convicted in connection with a murder-for-hire plot targeting her second husband, which drew unwanted media attention to the Pesci family and reinforced Joe's preference for privacy. Joe stays completely off social media and rarely appears in public. Despite his withdrawal from the limelight, he retains an estimated net worth of $50 million and is respected as one of Hollywood's most enigmatic yet legendary figures. Daniel Stern. Daniel Stern played Marv Murchins in Home Alone, 1990, and Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, 1992, when he was between 33 and 35 years old. Marv was the bumbling partner in crime of Harry, played by Joe Pesci, known for his gullibility, exaggerated reactions to Kevin's traps, and overall cluelessness. His goofy, foolish personality served as a perfect counterbalance to Harry's sharper wit, making the duo a legendary comedic pair in cinematic history. Daniel Stern was born on August 28, 1957, in Bethesda, Maryland, USA. Raised in a middle-class Jewish family, he once worked as an air conditioning technician before discovering a passion for theater. Though he never received formal training, Stern quickly gained recognition off-Broadway through sheer talent and determination before transitioning to film. In addition to his role as Marv, Stern is well known as the narrator of the TV series The Wonder Years and for his performance in City Slickers, 1991. Impressively, he even directed some of his scenes in Home Alone 2, stepping in when Joe Pesci wasn't available on set. After the success of Home Alone, Daniel Stern gradually stepped back from mainstream Hollywood, devoting more time to family, sculpting, and directing. He has been married to Laura Matos since 1980 and has 3 children, one of whom, Henry Stern, served as a California state senator. He established a sculpture studio in California where he creates works in bronze, iron, and wood, a creative outlet that reflects a deeper, more introspective side than his comedic film persona. In 2001, he directed the film The Rookie, starring Dennis Quaid, showcasing his nuanced ability to evoke emotion. Stern has never struggled with addiction or scandal, though he has admitted to going through creative frustration as Hollywood's tastes evolved. Nonetheless, he has maintained a quiet, scandal-free lifestyle, far from the spotlight. As of 2025, Daniel Stern remains healthy, living in California, with an estimated net worth of $12 million US. Catherine O'Hara.
Kevin! 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 Kevin!
In Home Alone, 1990, Catherine O'Hara played Kate McCallister, the frantic mother who accidentally leaves her son Kevin behind during Christmas vacation. At the time of filming, she was 36 years old. Kate is portrayed as anxious, regretful, and fiercely determined. So much so that she hitchhikes with a polka band just to get home. This role cemented O'Hara as an iconic on-screen mom. Born in 1954 in Toronto, Canada, Catherine Ann O'Hara grew up in a devout Catholic Irish family with 7 siblings. Before acting, she worked as a makeup artist and rose to fame through Second City Toronto, a comedy troupe that launched SCTV, a hit sketch show. Prior to Home Alone, she gained recognition for playing Delia Dietz in Beetlejuice, 1988. Known for her sharp comedic timing and subtle delivery, Catherine has always kept her private life out of the spotlight. Interestingly, she almost turned down the role of Kate, not wanting to be away from her own family, until director Chris Columbus persuaded her at the last minute. As of 2025, Catherine O'Hara is 71 years old and still actively working in entertainment. Following Home Alone, her most acclaimed role came as Moira Rose in Schitt's Creek, a performance that earned her the Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in 2020 and several other accolades. Moira's eccentric voice and outrageous fashion became iconic, marking O'Hara's second career-defining role. Catherine married director Bo Welch in 1992, and they have 2 sons. The family lives quietly in Los Angeles, far from Hollywood's drama. She is famously off the grid on social media and values privacy. Known for clean living and avoiding scandals, O'Hara has spoken about experiencing mild anxiety during her rise to fame, which she overcame through meditation and writing. She continues to lend her voice to animated films, star in sitcoms, and inspire many as a graceful aging figure in Hollywood. Catherine remains healthy, sharp, and beloved. Her estimated net worth in 2025 is around $12 million US. John Hurd.
What else could we be forgetting?
John Hurd portrayed Peter McCallister, Kevin's father, in Home Alone, 1990 and 1992, when he was around 45 years old. As the father of a large family, Peter was shown as a loving but distracted man, accidentally leaving his son behind during 2 family vacations. Although not the lead, Hurd made a lasting impact with his composed, relatable performance and emotional depth when Peter realizes Kevin is missing. Born on March 7, 1945, in Washington, D.C., he came from a middle-class family. His father worked for the Defense Department, and his mother was an amateur actress. Hurd studied at Clark University and the Catholic University of America. Before Home Alone, he had gained acclaim in films like Cutter's Way, 1981, and Big, 1988. He later admitted he initially thought the role in Home Alone was minor, but was surprised it became his most iconic part. After Home Alone, John Hurd continued acting in TV and film, but never reached the same level of fame again. In 1999, he earned an Emmy nomination for playing Detective Vin Makazian in The Sopranos. Despite his talent, his personal life was turbulent. He was married 3 times. His first marriage to Margot Kidder lasted only 6 days. He had 3 children, including John Matthew Hurd, who also pursued acting. Hurd expressed feeling underappreciated in Hollywood and typecast after his early successes. He passed away on July 21, 2017, at the age of 71 from a heart attack following back surgery in a Palo Alto hotel. He was laid to rest at Southside Cemetery in Ipswich, Massachusetts. At the time of his death, his net worth was estimated to be around $2.5 million US. Devin Ratray.
And the rest of you and so on.
In Home Alone, 1990, Devin Ratray, then 13 years old, portrayed Buzz McCallister, Kevin's obnoxious older brother known for bullying, a bad attitude, and his obsession with his pet tarantula. Buzz represented the classic bratty teenage sibling, rude, loud, and weirdly hilarious. His interactions with Kevin, Macaulay Culkin, were pivotal to the film's chaotic and comedic tone, making him a memorable part of the cast despite limited screen time. Devin's portrayal left a strong impression and became a defining childhood role. Born on January 11, 1977 in New York City, Devin grew up in a creative household. His father, Peter Ratray, was an actor. His mother, Ann Willis, was a music producer. Before fame, Devin did commercials to support the family financially. Buzz became his breakout role, turning him into one of the most iconic, annoying big brothers in film history. After Home Alone, Devin Ratray continued acting but never replicated his early fame. He appeared in Nebraska, 2013, Blue Ruin, 2014, and the series The Tick, 2016 to 2019. Despite consistent roles, none matched the impact of Buzz McCallister. In 2021, Devin made headlines for legal trouble, accused of assaulting his girlfriend in an Oklahoma hotel. While he wasn't criminally convicted, the incident significantly tarnished his public image and halted his comeback. Devin remains unmarried, has no children, and lives privately in Brooklyn, New York. There are no confirmed reports of substance abuse or major illnesses. As of 2025, he is still alive at age 48, occasionally involved in indie film projects and conventions. According to Celebrity Net Worth, Devin Ratray's estimated net worth in 2024 was about $600,000, relatively modest compared to other Home Alone alumni. Angela Goethals. Angela Goethals played Linnie McCallister, Kevin's older sister, at the age of 15. Linnie was portrayed as a sarcastic but caring sibling, contributing emotional depth to the chaotic McCallister family. Her memorable reaction to Kevin being left behind added a mix of humor and realism that enhanced the film's impact. Born on May 20th, 1977 in New York City, Angela grew up in an artistic household, her mother a theater actress, her father a sound engineer. She began acting in local productions at a young age and landed her first film role in Rocket Gibraltar, 1988. Being cast in Home Alone marked a turning point. Angela was chosen over hundreds of young actresses for the role. Her performance gained her critical attention, leading to small but impactful roles in films like Jerry Maguire, 1996, and appearances in TV shows during the 1990s. As of 2025, Angela Goethals is 48 years old and has largely stepped away from the entertainment industry. After Home Alone, she took roles in Jerry Maguire, Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon, 2006, and appeared in TV series like 24, CSI, and Law and Order. However, she never recaptured the fame of her youth. Angela focused on education instead. She earned a degree in history from Wesleyan University, later studying psychology and becoming a licensed therapist, working with teens in New York City. She has maintained a private life, never married, and has no children. In interviews, she admitted that early fame caused emotional confusion, and her current profession brings her purpose and peace. Her net worth is estimated at $800,000 in 2025, accumulated through residual payments and selective acting gigs. Hilary Wolf. In Home Alone, 1990, Hilary Wolf played Megan McCallister, Kevin's second oldest sister. At the time of filming, she was only 13 years old. Megan was portrayed as a calm, slightly annoyed teenager who rolled her eyes at the family chaos. While her lines were limited, her expressions and quiet sarcasm gave the character a unique presence. Hilary Wolf was born on February 7, 1977, in Chicago, Illinois, into a middle-class family. Her mother was a school teacher, and her father worked as an accountant. She began acting in local commercials and small productions from an early age. Before Home Alone, Hilary had already played lead roles, including the film Big Girls Don't Cry, They Get Even, 1991. However, it was the role of Megan that made her a recognizable face among young American audiences. She reprised her role in Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, 1992, solidifying her brief but memorable acting career. After playing Megan, Hilary Wolf stepped away from acting. By 1995, she had completely left Hollywood to pursue her passion for sports. Surprisingly, she became a professional judo athlete, representing Team USA at the 2000 Sydney Olympics in the under 52-kilogram category. Since 2001, Hilary has focused on coaching youth judo in Colorado alongside her husband, Chris Saba, a former judoka. They married in 2004, have 2 sons, and live a quiet life in Colorado Springs. Hilary avoids public appearances and prefers staying out of the spotlight. Unlike many former child actors, Hilary has no known controversies or personal tragedies. She once stated, "I don't need Hollywood to feel accomplished." Her story is often cited as a rare example of a smooth transition from child stardom to a fulfilling private life. As of 2025, her net worth is estimated at $1.2 million, earned through coaching, royalties from Home Alone, and small real estate investments. Hillary remains a quiet icon of self-discipline and purposeful living after fame. The journey of the Home Alone cast reminds us how time can bring unexpected changes. Some continued to shine, others stepped away from fame, and a few have left us forever. Yet, they all left an unforgettable mark on audiences worldwide. If you notice any inaccuracies, we warmly welcome your kind suggestions so the Hollywood Movie Stars team can improve future videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to support our channel, where movie memories are cherished and stories live on.